Hey, I'm Anderson Cowan. That's Greg Srisavasdi.
Oh. We're too close to each other, right, by the way. Yeah. Oh, no, that's uncomfortable.
I need a wider lens so that we can be comfortable next
Okay, yeah.
time, Greg.
Yeah, fork over some money for bigger lens.
I'm just some guy that talks about movies, other people's movies. Greg has been doing it since longer than I have. He's, of course, my partner on CinemAddicts, and today he's been kind enough to join me to talk about The Outfit, today's big, sexy.
Let's talk about me. What's the first
sexy
year
big
I started
pick.
reviewing a movie? Do you remember? Do you know?
76,
Thank you
77?
for that. 91.
91,
Thank you for that.
1991. Hey, the Pittsburgh Penguins were Stanley Cup champions that year, so that was a good year.
Very good year.
I was still in high school in 91, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about The Outfit, otherwise known as Guy Ritchie's Phantom Thread.
Oh, yes, Phantom Thread, by the way, is PTA's best film. And no. And then on Guy Ritchie, what's your favorite Guy Ritchie movie? Yeah?
It's got to be Lock, Stock.
Okay, Lock, Stock. Very good. No, it's a nice combination. Yeah, and Mark Rylance, your buddy from Bridge of Spies. He's a cutter, tailor. He said,
Cutter. I'm a cutter.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
not a tailor. I'm a cutter.
I'm a cutter. Did you like his performance in this? He's pretty.
He's always straight and narrow. He's always down the middle. He's always very good. I mean, he's comforting. He's comforting. This whole movie is kind of comforting. I never felt uncomfortable, which is, I guess, kind of a bad thing ultimately when it's a movie about violence and death and threat and there's like high stakes, and I was never uncomfortable. The whole movie is just kind of clean and like the kind of movie that they would have shown on an airplane without being worried back in the day.
I disagree.
PG-13,
I was nervous throughout the entire movie, or maybe I'm just a nervous guy. You think? Maybe.
Were you nervous after the movie ended?
Yeah,
Before
I
you
continued
started
to be
watching
nervous.
it, were you nervous?
Yeah, maybe.
I think
you
maybe.
you were never tense by the narrative thread.
Never tense.
Oh.
I was thinking all of these actors are also very clean, and the set pieces are all very clean. It all takes place primarily in one location during the course of 24 hours, I
In
guess.
Chicago, Zoe Deutsch plays the assistant of the cutter.
The 50s, right? So it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like, it's post Capone Chicago, but there's still some wise guys out there that are taking care of business. And this cutter, all he wants to do is make the man look good, make his not the man, but his customers.
Which, by the way, in this case, they're customers who are essentially criminals or mobsters. Two of these mobsters are played by Johnny Flynn and Dylan O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
They're a big part of this whole narrative.
They are. And he has an assistant played by
Zoe Deutsch.
Zoe Deutsch, yeah. So she sits up front, she greets the customers, and then they come in the back and they get fitted and they get suited or whatever, and he cuts their stuff. Or they're the wise guys, the criminal element, and they go and they use essentially what is a P.O. box. They have a secret little box in the back room where they can deliver messages to one another rather than using carrier pigeons.
And the cutter pretends that nothing's going on. He just goes about making his suits.
And he gets protection and business as long as he goes along, right?
It's a big moral compromise.
If you've seen movies before, you realize that the mild-mannered, quiet, older gentleman who the movie is about probably has more to do with the overall story than just being a cutter and turning a blind eye to this criminal element. Ultimately becomes a bit of a thriller, twist-laden, Hitchcockian movie, which
Which is fine. This is a 4.5-star film for me. I think this is worth going to the theaters if you like these kind of movies. You mentioned it's Hitchcockian. It reminded a little bit of Rope, a movie that we both love.
Yeah, there's a scene in here which is either coincidental or just an open homage to Rope. Yeah.
I'm thinking open homage. I love the way every little, I guess, breadcrumb in the story, every little thing pays off to me, I thought.
Except for the parts that don't.
No, what?
And we're gonna do
Okay.
a spoiler
Yes.
discussion on a different channel for those of you who may not have seen it or want to go even deeper, because I do have some issues, and Greg's gonna help me remember the parts that I don't, because this is a movie that's not really sticking with me. It's been about a week since I've seen it. Not a bad movie by any means, and I like the fact that it's an original, self-contained movie, the way that I have come to expect movies to be. Rather than what they've kind of become in the last 20 years, which is everything's a prequel, remake, sequel, or part of a larger television show.
Anderson, someone says to you, I have some money to spend this weekend. I want to see The Outfit, possibly in theaters. Do you say, go see it in the theaters? Or do you say, hey, wait for digital or streaming?
You know what I say?
What do you say?
I say stay home and save your money and watch the beta test on Hulu.
Oh, with Jim Cummings plug.
That's what I
That
said.
was a nice twist.
Or
Like, a lot of twists.
Riders of Justice. I mean, these are movies that are criminally overlooked.
These are big. Oh, I didn't know this was a plug for Riders of Justice in the beta
It just
test.
became that.
Oh, wow, very,
But
very.
the outfit, yeah, you could do way worse, and I'm sure it's a nice theater-going experience, yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend it for the theaters. I loved it a little bit more than Anderson, but we're going to talk about the spoilers on our CinemAddicts and Find Your Film channel.
You know what I was
But overall,
missing?
yes, sir.
It needed like a Jesse Plemons type actor. Nothing against the actors that were in there. They were all just very kind of
One note? Or they just fit into the fabric. They just fit into the story.
made-for-TV movie type feel. Okay. Like the whole thing, just clean and safe.
Another thing, you mentioned the outfit was a bit too stagey for your own good. Is that's what you were saying about it? A little bit too much?
I don't know about my own good. I mean, for the movie's own good, my take on it, yeah.
Yeah, I love the
movie's
staginess
okay.
of the movie. So, anyways, we actually a little bit diverge on this. The bottom line is, at least at the base level, you mildly recommend the outfit,
Mildly recommend, yeah.
and I strongly recommend it.
Your mom would love it.
Oh yeah.
I bet your mom would like it a
Okay,
lot.
good,
Yeah.
very,
What do
very
you
good.
think?
Is it as good as the Batman, which you reviewed a couple weeks ago on your channel?
Your mom would not love the Batman.
Okay, no, the Batman. So, all right, the outfit.
I
Mild
like the Batman. Hey, should I just say everything's either better or worse than the Batman? The Batman's better than the outfit.
Okay.
But the Batman is also a 3-star movie for me. So what do I know? I know very little.
Tell us what you think.
Other than what I like. That's all I know.
Tell us what you think on Anderson's CCP channel. What you think of the outfit, and yeah.
Or did this get you to want to go see it or not see it?
Yeah.
Let us know.
And if you really hate this lack of chemistry, check us out on CinemAddicts. You'll get more of that. No touching. But thank you very much. Yeah, very good. Put the mask on. See you guys.
Talk to you next week.
All right.